They were just starting off in the Mirage project then. So being young, adventurous and naive, I signed up on a 2-year contract. My wife and I, Julie, arrived in Melbourne in 1964, started work at Fisherman's Bend. The Mirages, I think we were only up to number 8 or number 10 on the line at Fisherman's Bend. It was a very interesting time because people came from all over the world to work in that factory. There was Spaniards, there was Portuguese. It was very cosmopolitan, but it wasn't very politically correct in these days. But everybody, funnily enough, got on with each other. They talk today about teamwork and this, that and the other. The teamwork existed in these days, but it was never formalised. The people helped each other and solved each other's problems. One of the biggest early problems was the technical data that was supplied to the government aircraft factories was all in French. It was never translated into English. And the story was, one of the senior managers at Fisherman's Bend got onto his French offsider and complained about this, and the response was, but monsieur, that was never in the contract. So they had to more or less start at square one. They hired a couple of French people and they worked day and night translating the operating procedures and the test procedures, and we got through it. It was a struggle. I was there for about a year and I was promoted to inspector. This then sent me up to Avalon to do a job. As soon as I walked in the door at Avalon, I said, Dave, this is the place for you. There was real aeroplanes, there was real smells of kerosene, and there was a little bit of history to it. So I got transferred up there in 1966, in the middle of the Mirage project again. Toddled on through the production program, carried on in the modification program. Then there was a bit of a slack period. Then the Nomad started up, our little twin-engined utility aircraft. And again, I claimed a little bit of history. I was the first guy to accept a finished part in the Nomad prototype. And I was also, as an inspector at the end of the program, the last guy to sign off the last aircraft. So I had a bit of continuity through the Nomad program.